We must rest, though the sun is still up. In another world, a bold and mighty warrior was the pillar of our party. I'd gladly assume the same role myself. I feel refreshed and ready for a new day.
Off we go then.
Come to think of it, was there not another task we were to see to
Aye. Got some coin to spare your humble storyteller? Much appreciated.
I heard a rumour that this land was once a kingdom of beastrons.
Truly?
Right, though no definitive records remain. Pray slow your feet! You run too fast for the likes of me!
Let us endeavour to keep up, though we are less fleet of foot. This might contain useful information.
It couldn't hurt to take a peek.
Have you business with the guild, sir? Should be glad to assist you. Do come again.
Gather round, gather round. Treat your ears.
I've been on my feet all day. My legs are... I will see to it that the law is upheld. Impeccable!
Of course, no one would bother with a wretch like me.
Not a care in the world.
Gather round, gather round. Treat your ears to a tale by a master storyteller.
Have you business with the guild, sir? I should... be glad to assist you.
Always a pleasure. Well chosen, Arisen. I'm certain you'll master that vocation as no other could.
Look as long as you please. Well met. You are come to Shakir's Inn, a place of respite for the weary traveller. You will soon forget the fatigue of a long journey when treated to the foremost hospitality in all Vernworth. You know where to find. Well, you will soon forget the fatigue of a long journey when treated to the foremost. Hospitality in all Vernworth. You know where to find me. Well met, sir.
Have you business with the guild, sir? I should be glad to assist you. Do come again.
Gather round. Treat your ears to a tale.
You're a welcome sight, Arisen. As ever, I'm yours to command.
Unless I am much mistaken, we have cause to visit a place not far from here.
Have you business with the guild, sir? I should be glad to assist you. Do come again. Look as long as you please.
Interested in my wares?
Can't put a price on peace and quiet.
Well met. You are come. You will soon forget the fatigue of a long journey when treated to the foremost hospitality in all Vernworth. You know where to find. Well met, sir.
Might as well.
Gather round! Treat your ears to a tale by... I would greatly appreciate a coin or two to soothe my throat with a mug of ale. Now,
Look, Master, a treasure chest. We shall have to find a way to reach it.
the Oscar? Why, the beast! An uncanny affair, to say the least. Yet There was no time.
What did you think of that story? 'Twas well told and all, but not particularly exciting, eh? I mean, it's the sort of thing you hear bandied about the tavern every other night, isn't it? I'd heard tell of a beggar doing well for himself, so I came out here to learn his ways. Haven't learned much, that's for sure. And by the look of it, he doesn't appear to be making much for his effort.
Seems I'm not the only one who's too busy for us.
Look as long as you please.
I hope the weather holds. The monsters are really scary.
Well met, sir.
I've never seen them.
To keep my arms strong and my mind sharp.
Nothing's harder than living in honest.
I'm in no hurry to leave.
Wisdom to offer.
Welcome. Gather round. Treat your ears to a tale by a master storyteller. And should my story entertain you, now listen close, as today I shall tell of a serpent with powers most fell. Our hero ventured into a shrine long enclosed, whereupon he found serpent and soldiers in battle opposed. Though to the soldiers' aid he would fain have leapt, unease overtook him, so behind a pillar he crept. And not a moment too soon, for there came a flash of light, ere the room filled with screams, soldiers wailing at their plight. Then the shrine grew deathly still, and our hero was all alone. For every last soldier had been transformed into stone. Wary of his foe, and with presence of mind, the man crept up to the pillar upon which 'twas entwined. Seeing his moment, he unsheathed his blade, and brought the pillar low in a thundering cascade. The gloating serpent was caught by surprise, and with a pitiful hiss, 'neath the pillar it writhed. Till mustering swiftly the last of its might, to the depths of the shrine did the monster take flight. Thus with a wit as sharp as his sword was honed, did our hero put an end to the threat imposed. And who was our hero? Why, needless to say, 'twas the father of House Burgundy, which lives on. Am I sure?
I have a feeling there's good points to be made here.
How might I be of service? Bit bland. What can I throw in? My next shipment.
It isn't
I
easy
can tell
keeping
partners
fancy
very
stock
like
these days.
parents.
Tad rowdy.
Fascinating. Fancy a look at my wares?
I'll have nightmares if I let myself worry so much.
Gather round! Treat your ears to a tale by a master storyteller. And should my story entertain you, nay, even if it shouldn't, I would greatly appreciate a coin or two to soothe my throat with a mug of ale. Now, listen close, as today I shall tell of a serpent with powers most fell. Our hero ventured into a shrine long enclosed, whereupon he found serpent and soldiers in battle opposed. And not a moment too soon, for there came a flash of light, ere the room filled with screams, soldiers wailing at their plight. Then the shrine grew deadly still, and our hero was all alone. For every last soldier had been transformed to stone. Wary of his foe, and with presence of mind, the man crept up to the pillar upon which 'twas entwined. Seeing his moment, he unsheathed his blade, and brought the pillar low in a thundering cascade.
I've just remembered. There was another matter we were to attend to hereabouts, was there not?
We shall have to decide which is the most pressing. We cannot do everything at once.
To the depths of the shrine did the monster take flight. Thus, with a wit as sharp as his sword was honed, did our hero put an end to the threat imposed. And who was our hero? Why, needless to say, it was the father of House Birkin, which lived on.
I find any turncoats.
Always another errand to see to.
Let's head to market before it slips my mind.
Wish I could go on an adventure.
I'm in no hurry to leave.
My eyes aren't what
No
they used to
shame in letting down the hair now and then.
Now there's a worthy prize. If only 'tweren't so far away.
Puts me in the mood for a song, it does.
Now, this is a place to get
I might nod off if I'm not careful.
It's nice to see everyone.
I ought to turn in for the night.
Something smells divine.
Tis just another day, same as the one
Take it
afore it.
easy today.
I might nod off if I'm not careful.
They're acting up. Tad rowdy, but I shan't complain.
Something good. At least here I can let down my hair.
What did I get up to today?
I'm not getting anyone
The world could use more places like this. Maybe I'll treat myself to a tipple before bed.
I know every face here.
Fancy a look at my wares?
To each their own.
Gather round! Treat your ears to a tale by a master storyteller. And should my story entertain you, nay, even if it shouldn't, I would greatly appreciate a coin or two to soothe my throat with a mug of ale. Now, listen close, and your focus apply to this tale of a giant who touches the sky. Our hero, oft forgotten by history in spite of his word, awoke one fell morning to rumbling earth. In a panic he started, out the front door he leapt, to behold what had approached a knight as he slept. 'Twas a mysterious figure, but be it friend or foe, on shaking legs did he approach, the better to know. Yet he did not get near, for afore him stretched the sea. The figure was striding through waters up to the knee. This This realization explained the bazaar. What appeared close was being seen. Tall enough to be blinded by the clouds in the skies. One thing was certain. Should it walk upon land, no city, no mountain would outlast its hand. So he challenged its ingress with voice loudly drawn, and in an instant the giant was gone. Aye, in the face of his valour, the gigantus did pale. But who among you can name the hero of our tale? 'Twas none other than Lord Rosamond, who, needless to say, was the father of House Berkeley, which lives on to this day.
Well met, son.
How might I be of service?
Come, stay and talk a while.
Gather round, gather round. Treat your ears to a tale by a master storyteller. And should my story entertain you, tale of a giant who touches the sky. Our hero, oft forgotten by history in spite of his worth, awoke one fell morning to rumbling earth.
Come to think of it, was there not another task we were to see to somewhere nearby?
We'll make our way there in time. As to whether 'twill be sooner or later, that is for the Arisen to decide.
Shaking legs did he approach, the better to know. Yet he did not get near, for afore him stretched the sea. The figure was striding through waters up to the knee. This realization explained the bazaar. What had appeared close was being seen from afar. For truly, the figure was mammoth in size, tall enough to be blinded by the clouds in the skies. One thing was certain. Should it walk upon land, no city, no mountain would outlast its hand. So he challenged its ingress with voice loudly drawn. And in an instant, the giant was gone. Aye, in the face of his valour, the gigantus did pale. But who among you can name the hero of our tale? 'Twas none other than Lord Rosamond, who, needless to say, was the father of House Berkeley, which lives on to this day.
Fancy a look at my wares?
Another errand to see
I
to.
always say.
Fancy a look at my wares?
I could almost nod off where I stand.
Welcome.
Well met. You are come to Shakir's Inn, a place of respite for the weary. You will soon forget the fatigue of a long journey when treated to the foremost hospitality in all Vernworth. Much obliged.
Welcome, and well met.
We meet again, Arisen. An unexpected reunion, but a happy one.
I've just remembered a curious rumour I overheard once. Seems there's an illness pawns can catch beyond the rift that has devastating consequences for those around them. Worse still, the pawn never knows they're sick. They just become restless and flippant and won't heed the Arisen.
How terrible. We shall have to be alert for signs of the sickness among our number.
Look as long as you please. What should I get up to?
While we're here, shall we take care of that other task we were entrusted with as well?
Efficiency is not the only factor worthy of consideration.
The solution eludes me, but I'm certain there is one. I fear I've no wisdom to offer.
Welcome, and well met. Mustn't let it burn.
Well met, sir.
No shame in letting down your hair now and then.
Now this is a conundrum.
Only care I have is how to spend the day.
How precious little time.
Lots to be taken care of before the day's done.
How might I be of service? Trade favors sumptuous.
Another errand to see to. The hours seem to fly when my head hurts just thinking about it.
Days like this.
I could almost nod off where I stand.
Well met. You are come to Shakir's Inn, a place of respite for the weary traveller. You will soon forget the fatigue of a long journey when treated to the foremost hospitality in all Vernworth. Much obliged. Well met. You will soon forget the fatigue of a long journey when treated. To the foremost hospitality in all Vernworth. Much obliged. Look as you please.
Onward. Our work is not yet done. Unless you've any objections arisen.
Hello, good morning.
Nearest location. The soldiers delivering freight were last espied near Vermin's eastern edge. That's not far from here.
Once the day's work is done, one must take pride in their charge.
Mayhap I'll treat myself to a
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
It might look like it's boring in some slow parts in here, but it's not. The slow parts are kind of welcome because it do be a whole lot going on. So just wait just a couple of seconds. If it look boring now, it'll be some enemies in just 1 second.
'Tis this way, as I recall from my last sojourn beyond the rift.
Nicely done.
I can do no less in service to the Arisen.
Not a bad idea.
fire must be put out ere our comrade burns. That was well fought. There's no one standing who might say otherwise.
We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. Take each trial as it comes. Pray, follow me. You truly are formidable, Arisen.
I'm nodding off.
Over here, if you please.
Well met. Looking to make a purchase? Now that's something.
Is there aught you require? Impeccable! Isn't it about time we had ourselves a meal? Oh, what I wouldn't give for a bowl of hot stew.
Ah, oxen.
Endearing creatures, compared to the monsters we often face. What over there?
Need to take a closer look.
There's a novel idea. I've never seen my own master attempt such a feat.
Truly?
Naught save a shooting star could heighten the sky's majesty this night.
I quite agree.
Ox carts make for relatively safer travel.
Walking everywhere is certainly tiring.
Do you see?
We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness. We cannot break it from this side.
As you say. I've just remembered. There was another matter we were to attend to hereabouts, was there not?
We shall have to decide which is the most pressing. We cannot do everything at once.
At last. I thought we'd never find one.
A splendid discovery.
Huh. I'll have to remember to tell my own master about this.
Let us proceed to the next location. Unless you've any objections arisen, I will plot our course from the nearest location. The soldiers delivering freight.
The other day, I chanced to see a most resplendent ox cart on the high road. Now, that's not so strange. But guess who I saw riding in it? Poor little Daphne. I doubted my eyes, I did. And rightly so, as it turned out to be a young boy. The resemblance was so uncanny I mistook him for her. Gave me a right shock, let me tell you. Odd to think a young noble should so closely mirror a girl of the slums. Their faces may match, But the lives they lead are as different as night and day. Aye, 'tis a cruel world we inhabit. At least here I can let down my hair. Mind you don't go trampling my vegetables.
Follow me, if you would.
Is not a miss here, some head will grow if water goes awry.
Always another errand to see to.
Puts me right at home.
Off to market I go. Where will the wind blow me today? No shame.
Have you business with the guild, sir? I should be glad to assist you.
Always a pleasure.
Good evening, sir. I trust you fared all right on the roads, despite the hour? You know where to find me. The rules at your neck.
Suppose I best one alone.
Oi there, friend! Care to help a fellow out? All I ask is that you hear my request. What have you got to lose? My thanks, sir. As to the matter at hand, it concerns my ox cart business. I've been holding off service on account of all the monsters on the road, but now I feel prepared to start making trips to Melve again. Only trouble is, there are still monsters about, and I can't help but worry for the safety of the carts. That's where you come in. See, I've got a letter here from Lady Margit, the Watchhead's wife, to be delivered to one Sir Leonard in Melve. I'd like you to accompany the cart in my stead and see to it that the letter reaches its recipient. What say you, friend? Splendid! I knew I was right to put my faith in you. Now, the carts only depart at certain hours of the day, but I find that time flies when I take a seat at the station to wait. And mind you don't forget to pay your way before you board. That's standard practice, and I would advise against trying any funny business. Each cart travels with an escort of trained soldiers, see, in case it encounters any monsters out on the road. So anyone thinking of riding for free will have to take the issue up with them. But enough of my lecturing. Just make sure that letter gets to Sir Leonard, then come find me when the job's done. Oh, and I'll pay your fare this time, seeing as you're doing me a favour and all. Come find me when you've delivered that letter. I'll be waiting to hear from you.
We ought to see this to its destination.
Living's hard, but dreams are free, I say.
What should I do?
All this worrying's giving me an aching back.
This ox cart's bound for Melv.
Just what I was waiting for!
In every age, when the Arisen fells the dragon and saves the land, they ascend to the throne as sovereign. Hence, pawns are treated with respect, as a matter of course here in Vermont, for their peerless loyalty to the Arisen. Not to mention, they are skilled combatants, willing to brave any foe or peril upon command. 'Tis clear their concept of life and death differs crucially from our own. No morsel can match their dedication. No idle chatter during missions, sir. I thank you.
Riding in an ox cart would be a welcome reprieve.
Fewer monsters are to be found on the main road, though...
What brings you here? Thank you.
This ox cart's bound for Melv.
I'll need to see some coin before I let you on.
I've heard some interesting tidings about town.
Regarding the Vermundian military, yes?
'Twould seem the Queen Regent has made significant alterations to the chain of command.
Whatever am I to do?
My bed, please. My shoulders.
At last, the moment I've been waiting for. Allow me to gather these up.
Well, this is no good.
Idleness is a luxury I can rarely afford.
Got to work if I can put bread on the table.
Oh, I could use a rest.
Idleness is a luxury I
Sweat
can
and
rarely afford.
toil. Each day's more of the same. I'm in one thing today. Isn't it early for a rest in here?
I'm about ready to fall asleep on my feet.
It's been a hard day.
Methinks this can only be destroyed from the other side.
I'm not altogether happy with this.
This is no good. Can't let themselves get distracted.
Happy stale one.
Gladly stale.
That looks promising. Any ideas as to how we might reach it?
Rest all my equipment. All of it. Come to think of it, the private quarters of one arisen I served had many a visitor, and rarely the same one.
Each to their own.
As soon as my ship's done, I'm
Lots to do, and precious little time.
Suppose I'd best earn my keep.
Still too early to set out.
Couldn't bear to put my feet in the middle.
Polishing my armor can wait till the morn.
Tis no more or less than what one might have expected.
We cannot expect gleaming treasures round every corner.
What are you up to?
No hurry to leave.
All this worrying is giving me a bit of a headache.
Lots to do.
I'm not putting up with this.
That's enough. Where are the Saurians? You're a welcome sight, Arisen. As ever, I'm yours to command.
What you need of me?
An ox cart ought to make our journey easier.
I wouldn't mind a creature's corpse will serve us well.
You cut quite the hunter's figure.
Oh, best to see.
This seems a decent spot for a campsite.
Better to rest while we're here than lament our weariness later.
Stand strong! Any man's spirit is.
Flesh wound. I can handle that.
Hold on, stay right there.
And I might just let you live. Come on then! Try your luck!
Should have seen the sight. I'm gonna take that from you.
This!
Just what I was waiting for.
While travelling beyond the rift, I uncovered a treasure chest hidden in this very locale. Shall we seek it out?
That's quite enough.
Prepare yourself! This is generally used as a material.
I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time.
This brute has quite a temper.
Why do we not use their range to our advantage?
Well done. That was superb, Arisen.
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
No harm in picking a few. Would you mind coming over here?
Slimes! Most unpleasant.
You're soaked. Do try not to catch cold. Different destination in mind, Master. Very well. I shall follow your lead instead.
Perhaps the Originals recalled some more pressing business. Fret not. I'm sure we'll come back to this eventually.
Hold fast, Arisen. I will be with you in but a moment.
We've been traveling together for some time now, haven't we?
Our combined might is a force to be reckoned with. I say we forge on together for as long as we may.
I will finish this, here and now! Tremendous work!
Once more!
I am in your debt. Here you are. No, I insist.
Pray, follow me.
This is for you, Master. I thought it might come in useful.
The day grows darker with our every step.
We shall have to rely on our other senses as the darkness robs us of our sight.
Arisen, I knew you loved this world too much to leave it behind.
What a view. I'd not say no to a short repose hereabouts.
Would be a good place to take stock of our surroundings.
Is as you say. Did anyone else see that? Or catches the light?
We ought to take a closer look.
Oh, ho, ho. I'd not have thought we'd find one here.
A splendid discovery.
Huh. I'll have to remember to tell my own master about this.
Got any interesting tidings to share?
Say, might you do me a favor? My thanks.
Follow me, if you would.
Caution is called for when crossing any bridge, regardless of its main.
So long as we make it to the other side, we'll be all right.
No quarrel here.
Our fight is not yet done.
To fight. To arms.
He's easily done. I'll gather these now. It would be a shame to forget their location when we need them most.
Let us press on with our next objective. Shall I lead you to the location nearest here, Arisen? The soldiers delivering freight were last espied near Vermin's eastern edge. That's not far from here. Over here, if you please.
I see life as a journey, to be walked a day at a time. What brings you here? Isn't that something?
There's no need to go the long way round when a shorter route is readily available. Follow me, Master. us your foothold to soar to greater heights. Would you mind coming over here?
Very well. I shall return.
I thought you might like this, so I picked it up. Here you go. I could look upon this sky for all eternity, if 'twasn't for the crick in my neck.
Keep gazing upward and you're like to stumble ere long.
At once, Master.
A curative ought to do the trick.
What is it, Master? You don't look as if you need my help. soon? Why, we seem to have come through unscathed.
We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. You truly are formidable, Arisen.
Wait for the new equipment to come.
It's my duty to find it.
Ox carts make for relatively safer travel.
They can be most convenient, though they only travel during the day.
This ox cart's bound for Vern. I'll need to see some coin before I let you on.
Ah, here we are. The ox cart made it without too much trouble.
Mayhap we can employ a cart for our next journey.
Slim translate. None of it is guaranteed tomorrow. I ought to check the wheels before we depart.
All this worrying's giving me an achy back.
Wish I'd been born a nobleman's son.
I'll make a living if I get myself injured.
Suppose I better get to work.
Time to be heading home.
I'm in no hurry to leave.
I've the presence to command any.
All this worrying's giving me an achy back.
This job better be worth it. It's too bloody early.
To polish up my gear for
Take
tomorrow.
opportunities as they come, I say. Time to be heading home.
I'll try a fine place to cast off the stresses of the day.
My stomach's complaining. I'll have an early supper.
I'm not risking my life for a pittance.
Thanks job, this.
Can't do with it. Time to be heading home.
Or to polish up my gear for tomorrow.
May this day bring delights new and old.
Where will the wind blow me
Time to
today?
be heading home.
Only
I'll make a
fools
living
and
if I get
urchins
myself
boast of
injured.
their coin.
I'm in fine fettle today.
Boots laced, belt strapped. I'm ready for patrol.
I shall be on top form today. I can feel it. Lots to do.
Would that I
And
could spend
precious
all
little
day
time.
here.
always got to be in the thick
I
of things,
tell
mate.
for them getting sleep.
Can barely drag my ass out of bed.
It's this way.
Let's see.
This hustle and bustle puts me right at home.
That's kind of you. There you are. A well-earned reward.
What should I get up to today?
I felt certain I would find you here, Arisen, and it seems I was right.